I'm meteorologist Wesley Williams. Welcome to your Weather on Demand for UpperMichiganSource.com. Since yesterday, after that snowstorm rolled through, we got about anywhere from 3 or 2.5 inches of snow to right around 5 inches of snow reported for the UP. We're still increasing those snow totals for the north counties thanks to lake effect snow. By the way, a lot more snow out to our west. Look at this in Minnesota, 17 inches of snow reported in western parts of the state there. In the largest snow totals from the surrounding states, 14 in Wisconsin, 11 in South Dakota, and 8 in North Dakota. They're all done with the snow for now, but if you're near Lake Superior today, you're still going to be seeing cold air blowing in across the lake, causing those snow showers. Here's the center of circulation as that system continues to move off to our northeast. I would say, had the better side of the system because now it's trailing a long cold front down to the south, and they're having to deal with some pretty nasty storms there. Look at this, -9 for the current temperature in Winnipeg. You would think that this cold plunge of air will start to move toward the east, but we're not really going to be tapping into this really cold air. In fact, we'll be seeing a change in the winds from north to south. And that means that we'll be tapping in on really not too much colder air. In fact, temperatures will warm by the rest of this week. So here's all those really nasty thunderstorms this morning in parts of the southeast where tornado watches are in effect. For parts of Louisiana this morning, closer to home, we're actually on the downside. Our weather, big weather, is starting to diminish. You can see the kind of really pitiful circulation here as it's moving away from us. So in any case, we'll see the north winds across Lake Superior with colder air. That means lake effect snow. But a ridge of high pressure is off to the west, and that's going to move in later, and that'll kill those north winds, make them out of the south, and we'll see the lake effect snow starting to diminish, or at least leave Lake Superior and possibly kick off of Lake Michigan. You can see where it paints most of the snow at near Gogebic County. That's why there are winter weather advisories in effect for Gogebic and Marquette counties earlier this morning, and they will expire this afternoon as of latest check. But by this evening, look, very little lake effect snow going on. In fact, the south wind you can see kick that snow back up to the north side of Lake Superior. But because it's so cold over Lake Michigan, watch this. We may actually see a few lake effect snow showers off of Lake Michigan for areas Luce County, Schoolcraft County, and eastward. Maybe even a little bit of lake effect snow or system snow mixing in with the Keweenaw Peninsula from a weak low pressure disturbance off to our north. High temperatures, upper 20s to lower 30s today. If you're away from Lake Superior, look for mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few peaks of sunshine. Tonight, those winds change over to southerly. Will not really be that breezy. Look at the low temperatures finally getting down to a normal December low in the teens. Here's a look at the TV 6-day forecast. As I said, those high temperatures on the uptick around the lower 30s for Thursday and Friday. This has been meteorologist Wesley Williams. Thanks for watching.